So today I find out that Pro Micro has 9 analog pins and not just the 4 that you can see on the board. There's actually a few more. In the documentation it says there's 12, but there's only 9 that you can actually attach anything to. A0 to A3 are numbered as expected. There is no analog 4 and 5 on this board. Analog 6 hooks to digital 4, so pin 4, so that one, pin 4. And then analog 7 is digital 6, which is that one. Analog read 8 is digital 8, and then analog 9 is digital 9. Analog 10 is digital 10. So, if you are scanning through pins and trying to find analog inputs, where you see square waves, that's not an analog input. But when it is an analog input, like you can see now, it's got some wave to it. There's no jagged edges, so that's clearly an analog input. Purely digital pins are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 15, 16. So you've got 9 pure digital pins and 9 analog pins, which some of which can be used as digital. So just for the hell of it, let's work out the absolute maximum amount of analog inputs that you can have for this Arduino. So to start with, you'd use 3 digital pins to control an 8-channel multiplexer. Each of the outputs from that would go to a 16-channel multiplexer, which would use the rest of the 4 digital pins to control its output. Which means you have 8 by 9, which is 72 16-channel multiplexers. So looking at the data sheet, it actually looks like it might be able to power it, but if anyone actually tries this, do measure the current. If in doubt, don't do it, or just power it externally. Nevertheless, the maximum is 1152 analog inputs. So if you took half a millisecond to measure each pin, you'd then have 64 millisecond latency overall, which is 15 messages per second. So a more sensible layout would be using 16 multiplexers to 9 analog inputs, which gives you 4 millisecond latency, 250 messages per second, which is 144 inputs. So if you're looking for cheap and cheerful multiplexers from eBay, 4067 is the 16 channel multiplexer and 4051 is the 8 channel multiplexer.